Hi everybody, it's Lynn Smythe from the Creative Cottage. As I promised the other day, when I was doing an unboxing of a 5.6 pound mixed rhinestone costume jewelry lot, that I was probably going to break it up into two videos. So if you saw that other video, that was almost an hour long, and I thought that was getting a bit too long because I still had quite a bit of stuff to go through. Just a quick recap of what I did in the first video. I'm not really happy with this mixed lot. It's from Goodwill of Wyoming. This whole section here is all what I'm calling crafting. It's not really broken, but the majority of this lot, or this section here, are these stretchy bracelets. And because this is vintage costume jewelry, the elastic starts going. It starts fraying, it starts discoloring, and it gets to a point where the stretchy, see how there's not a lot of stretch left in this, and it doesn't snap back very well. So I'm just afraid a lot of these bracelets, if you were to try to put them over your hand, they would just break at some point. So that's why I'm calling this a crafting lot. I'll probably do this whole lot. It's quite a bit of stuff for probably around $20 plus shipping. It's just gobs and gobs and gobs of bracelets. These are all great components, but like, look at this. These are beautiful little components, but look at the elastic. Is just, there's nothing left to it. It's not elasticy anymore. And then I have an actual nice lot. I think I'm going to put together a bunch of the nice stuff, the nice rhinestone pieces, into a lot of its own. Then I've got all this stuff in bags to still go through. But the majority, or at least a pound or more of this 5.6 pound lot, were these two kind of cheapy necklaces. I got a whole heck of a ton of that style and a whole heck of a ton of this style. That was not spelled out in the description or the pictures for this lot. I probably might not have bid on it. Although this is a lot, I think I won for $15 because nobody else bid on it, I think. And then I paid another close to $15 for shipping. So all in, it's like $28, $30. But yeah, if they would have said, hey, you've got multiples of two styles, I just probably wouldn't have wasted my time. And maybe, the other people out there with more experience than me, they could see in the pictures that it was not going to be good. I thought it looked good. So anyhow, lesson learned. Okay, let's continue. Oh, first off, if you ever see anything, I gotta figure out this better. If you ever see anything in my videos that you're interested in, I do have an eBay store. You'll find in the description below this video links to my eBay, my Poshmark, my Facebook, my blog, Instagram. I don't know what else I have, Pinterest. The costume jewelry I'm mainly selling on eBay. This is my first kind of testing to see if anyone's interested in purchasing it through YouTube. So that's why I came up with this little thing with my email. Let me know the item you're interested in with a brief description, and we'll work out a price, and then I can invoice you via PayPal plus shipping. So if you do purchase something through YouTube, it's going to be much less than what I would have to list it on eBay, because eBay, you have to take the pictures, upload the pictures, write the description, then you have to selling fees that eBay takes out of it. So if I don't have to do all that, this is like bargain basement. So anyhow, this ring I'm wearing I found in another lot. It's just Avon costume jewelry, gold tone. It's cute. I don't know if it's worth anything, but it actually fits on over one of my giant knuckles, so I might wear it sometimes. So this first item, gold tone, clear rhinestones, fits on my index finger. I do have a ring mandrel on order, so I can actually start sizing these rings, because I have another lot of rings, but a lot of them were adjustable. So you don't need the ring mandrel because it's kind of one size fits all. But now I'm getting a bunch of rings that need to be sized. Let's see. Oh, those are kind of fun. Just a big rhinestone, silver tone, fish hooks, no maker's marks. And about a third or half of this lot was just loose in a box. But then these smaller things they did put in the baggies, which I appreciate, so you don't get as many tangles when they do that. Here's a nice little pair of rhinestone earrings, little fish hooks. I've got a 4-day weekend coming up. It's Easter, Good Friday tomorrow, and then Easter Sunday. I work for a company in the UK as a remote writer. I don't have to follow their open hours as long as I'm getting my assignments in. But I know most of my coworkers are taking the Friday and Monday off for a 4-day weekend, so I'm going to do that too. And tomorrow, I'm going to pick up a friend of mine, and we might go to a few thrift stores. I think this is her last weekend in town before she goes back up north for the summer, because I'm in Florida, and what's today, April 6th or somewhere around there? All week, 90s in April. We're not even in summer yet. Yeah, I just can't handle this heat. So I let people in the summer flee north. Ooh, these might go into trash. Is that verdigris stuff that's dirty and can start kind of infecting all your other jewelry? Like zombies. So we probably won't keep those. I also got a few necklaces in this lot, but they're all acrylic, kind of nothing exciting. I think I've got 5 so far, so that might be a lot, and I don't know. Does anybody wear this anymore? I feel this is like very, 80s, 90s? But again, a lot of this stuff has great components. Like this whole stack here, this is all glass with rhinestone rondelles. You just cut that up and work it into your own projects. Make necklaces, earrings, or just restring it either on new elastic or on that multi-strand cord. What is that, like Beaded, Acuflex? Who else makes that stuff? I haven't done beading in so long. Kind of don't know who does what. Ooh, that's funky. I need to get new earring backs. Man, I have an order from Fire Mountain Gems coming, and I was supposed to order some of these earring backs to have. Hang on, my cat's on my desk. Come here, kitty. Meow. Okay. She's just fascinated with this stuff. It's like, look, all this stuff for me to play with. So I used to, years ago, like 5-6 years ago, I used to sell on eBay, not costume jewelry. I sold like the dishes and the collectibles and like the little vases and mostly ceramics. I found that, that can be a pain in the butt to store, to ship, to whatever. It's big, it's bulky, it's very breakable. But to my surprise, even though I haven't sold anything on eBay in so many years, I guess because I was still occasionally ordering stuff, my account was still active. So, a few months ago, I decided I might start collecting costume jewelry, buying, selling, possibly. So, I've got a Poshmark store. I haven't sold anything on that. And on my eBay store, I've got about 50 items listed and hadn't been making any sales. And then about a week ago, I decided to do my first auction. I've never sold in the auction format. I've always done buy it now or best offer. So I was a little leery of the auctions, but I made my asking price. I think one or two sold for maybe a tiny bit more. So that might be a way. They were all lots. They are all lots of, I had a 9-piece lot, an 11-piece lot, and a 13-piece lot. I think that's the way for me to go, unless it's something really spectacular. Like I do occasionally purchase a few sterling silver with semi-precious gemstone pieces. Those I can see still listing individually, but this is a lot of work if I have to start taking pictures. Like for each listing, I'll take 10, 12 or more pictures of each piece. So that's why I'm kind of playing around on YouTube. So this is probably going to go into crafting. Sorry about rambling there. This is just acrylic. It's plastic. It's not glass. It's not, anything fancy. On this silver tone chain. I mean, it's wearable. So if you want to wear it or gift it or just use the pieces, parts in other projects. Like this necklace, I took a lot of these little charm doodads off the necklaces. I used to make my own line of beaded and fused glass jewelry, and I still have a few pieces left. And I used to sell them on those 3-strand ribbon necklaces. I don't think that's really popular anymore. And the ribbon necklaces, after a while, they start to show signs of wear. So I took the ribbon necklaces off of 20 of my pieces of fused glass pendants and replaced them with silver tone chain. Anyways, that's another video on my YouTube channel if you're interested. It's not costume jewelry, but I guess it's what would you consider that new old stock stuff that I made about 8-10 years ago, and it's just been sitting in jewelry trays. Well, this one's kind of messed up. That's going to go into crafts. The ear wire is all messed up, and I don't think I have any spare ear wires. And that's just like acrylic. Crafting lot. So I'd be interested in the comments. Do you like buying crafting lots? Do you sell crafting lots? It's the kind of, like I said, it's more, you have to label it that this is for DIY or crafting projects. You might have wearable pieces, but it's mostly suggested that you are getting this to make your own pieces. Let me see. What's this? Oh, that's kind of cute. Let's see. Does the pin finding work? Yep. I don't see any maker's mark. So that'll go into that pile. This lot also had quite a few items that are going into the trash. There's just, yeah, they're that toasty. Oh, what is this one? Those slave bracelet things? I don't even know. Nope, it's a separate ring. Thought it was something else. So this is just a little adjustable ring. Rhinestones. Is that broken? No. What's the style? I can't tell. I think it's missing something. So, crafting. What is this? It seems so tiny. Or they just have it hooked wrong. No, there we go. It was doubled up. I was like, who's got a 3-inch wrist? Hey, but still this is weird. That would not fit anybody. I guess this is probably going into crafts too. I can't even understand what it is. Oh, this was, we did this in the other video. This is an articulating frog. His little, yeah, everything moves. His head, his arms and legs, they all move. Isn't that fun? I might keep that one. I mean, I'm not really into turtles or rhinestone, but I just think that's a hoot and a holler. Hoot and a holler. Ooh, these are tiny. Almost looks like sterling ear wires and little pink rhinestonies. I can't tell. I don't have enough light. So I want to go to Ollie's. What is it? Ollie's Bargain Outlet. Is that what it's called? I've got one not too far from me. I love it. You can get really great deals. I know they usually have a whole section with like the ring lights and the phone stands. And I want to take a look to see if I can, now that this is my 4th video, see if I can get a better setup. This is really cute. I think it's got a maker's mark. Yeah, I've got my jeweler's loop on order. Right now I've got a magnifying light. Yeah, I can't tell who that is. It's a maker's mark. I'll figure it out. It's kind of the coppery rose gold color and this really fine chain and this really itty bitty little rhinestone-y thing. Another thing I'd like to hear in the comments for anyone that's doing their own videos, does anybody use like a regular video recorder, a camera that you can record on besides their, instead of their smartphone? I used to do a lot of photography for my craft business. I had a really fancy camera and the tripods and all that fun stuff. But I could see where that would be helpful to have that kind of setup again, because then I could have my phone separate and we could do the Google Lens right during the video. Right now I only have this single phone, so a lot of stuff, if I'm not sure of, it's like, okay, so after this video's over, I'm gonna go take a closer look at all these pieces through Google Lens, and that's fun. Rainbow. Woohoo. It's like a little dog tag style and a bunch of rhinestones on, what is this, that ball chain, or what do you call it? This is like what's on my ceiling fan to turn the lights on and off. But that's fun. I can put that in the rhinestone lot maybe. I used to have a light box for taking the pictures of my jewelry, especially for my fused glass. Fused glass is really shiny, and it's really hard to get decent looking photographs. I used to do a lot of art shows, craft shows, where you had to send in photographs or slides of your representative of the pieces you made, plus a photo of your booth setup. So yeah, the light box or light tent, it's just like white canvasy sorta, and you put your jewelry in the inside and then the lights are on the outside, so it still lights it up, but it takes away all the glare. I should have kept all that stuff, but when I decided to stop doing the beaded jewelry and fused glass jewelry, it was just like I needed to clear it out of my life. So these are really fun, kind of blue, navy blue, little rhinestone-y things, gold tone, pierced ears. It's kind of hard to take these things out of the plastic baggies. I'm probably going to end up putting them all back in. Well, these are cool. Little rhinestone butterfly earrings, posts. Tiny, sparkly, blingy. And some of these pieces that come in damaged, like other rhinestone pieces that come in damaged or missing rhinestones, I'm starting, like I've got a jar or two that I'm saving all that. I'm thinking at some point I'll take a look at some of this stuff that's missing stones and see if I can, kind of Frankenstein the pieces together. Yeah, that needs an earring back. Those are kind of cool, kind of limey, greeny color. I don't really wear earrings anymore. I used to wear them all the time in high school and college. Earring queen. Had every earring in the universe. But then one day they just started bothering me. For as much jewelry as I make, or used to make, I hardly ever wear jewelry. I was like, why don't you wear the pieces you make? I don't know. I like making them. This is inexpensive. I think with the howlite on just plain cord. I don't know, that's going into craft. I don't know if that means it's made by somebody. I think these are glass. Like, it's got little gray swirls. Just yeah, it feels like glass. Those are in okay shape. I might put those in a different lot, or I might just put them in this craft lot. So this is the one I've got like 900 of this necklace. So with the auctions that I was boxing up the other day, I just like free with purchase. Congratulations. No. I mean, it's okay, but it just reminds me of when my daughter was little and she'd take her allowance and we would go to the mall and she would go to Claire's. This is like the kind of stuff Claire's was filled with. So, yeah. Like a few, I wouldn't mind a few, but I must have 30 or 40 of each one. So, not too pleased. I say it for the 10th time. Here's a little gold tone, double heart, rhinestones. All the rhinestones seem to be intact. On a kind of goldy copper chain with an extender. More earrings, little studs. So this morning when I went on shopgoodwill.com to look at the auctions, I forgot which Goodwill put up gobs and gobs and gobs of the mixed lots, like 7, 8, 9, all the way up to like 12, 15 pounds. And I bid on a bunch of them, but man, the prices started creeping up. Usually these auctions end at night, like 8 or 9 o'clock East Coast time, or no, 8 or 9 o'clock Pacific time. So anyhow, it's usually in the middle of the night when the majority of these auctions end. But today I saw a bunch that ended like 8 or 9 o'clock my time. So I put in some bids for some of them, but man, the prices just skyrocketed on all of them. The problem with these bigger lots, then you're paying for shipping. Like the shipping on some of them were $15, $20, $30 for shipping. And it's just, if you're paying $50, $60, $70 plus shipping, that's a lot of money. I don't see how that's leaving a lot of profit. I just wish you could get these mixed lots at a local store. It just seems like most of them are like, you can't even do local pickup. It's just random. Like when you order a box, it could come from anywhere. It could be Pennsylvania and Wyoming. Obviously, and being in Florida, I'm not going to go drive there. But there are a couple of Goodwills in my area. I'm near the Goodwill of South Florida. I'm in the Palm Beach County area, and I think the Miami Goodwills do their own boxes too. I would drive there, but they don't really give you those options anymore, I don't think, unless I'm missing something. This must be an anklet, because it would be the world's smallest necklace. Wouldn't fit anybody. It looks way too large to be a bracelet, so I'm guessing that's an anklet. I watched the other YouTubers who've been doing this for a while are much more organized than myself. Like today, I feel like I'm ramble day. I had to fast this morning and do my yearly blood work. I've got high blood pressure and high cholesterol and do I have type 2 diabetes or borderline and high heart rate? And it was the annual, don't eat anything today, go in. And I couldn't get an appointment until like 1:30. So how's that work? I wake up at 4 to start my day, 4 a.m., because company I work for in England is 5 hours ahead. I'm usually online by 5 a.m. So, yeah, my blood sugar is all wonky right now. So it'd make for interesting viewing when I watch this video back. Little gold tone with amber tone, little dangly doohickeys. Anyhow, what I was trying to say is the YouTubers that have been doing these unboxings for a while, like my absolute favorite is Kristen D. She's super organized and she just zooms right through these boxes. Does multiple videos a week, and she's just pulling stuff out and telling prices there right on the spot. And then I guess people email her to say if they're interested, and then in her comment section that she pins to the top of the comments, she shows what's sold. And usually her whole entire inventory will sell out in 2 or 3 days for each box. But I don't know how to do that. It sounds like when I sell lots, I like number everything and put everything together. You know, I've got, let's see. See, I've got these bins. These are ones that still need pictures taken of, or I'll probably lot them up. But I put it put in individual bags, and then I'll assign a number to each bag. So, in an hour-long YouTube video, you've gone through 100 pieces or more? That just seems, and if you're getting multiple mixed jewelry lots coming in every week, how do you keep everything straight? My peanut brain's still trying to figure that out. But that's why I did this. I'd say, if there's anything you're interested in, just email me, sales@the Creative Cottage, and we'll start the conversation. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe. Like I said, I'm brand new to doing these YouTube videos. I probably have 3 subscribers. Probably me, myself, and I don't know. Oh, this is going into crafts. This is plastic. It's like Shazam. It looks like a superhero emblem, but it's very lightweight plastic. I wonder if this is a thing. I know years ago when I was doing the beaded jewelry, you would have bead exchanges where somebody would start a box with maybe a pound or 2 pounds of beads, like big beads, little beads, like partial tubes of seed beads, acrylic beads, glass beads, all kinds of stuff. Maybe some jewelry findings, clasps, that type of thing. And the whole idea was you had to get on the list. And then I don't know if the box would ever end, because you would take out however much you wanted from the box, but you would have to replace it with an equal amount. So if it was a 1.5 pound box and you took out a 1/2 pound's worth, you'd have to replace it with a 1/2 pound of stuff you were looking to destash. I think it's a really cool idea. I don't know if they're still doing that kind of thing. I think I found that on Facebook. I don't really use Facebook that much anymore. It used to be part of my day job, and I kind of got away from the Facebook because I just felt like I was spending 24/7 online. This is pretty. I can't tell. Is that acrylic or it might be glass? Feels a little heavier than. It's got this little band of rhinestones. That's kind of fun. What's this? Give me an E. E. So for anybody whose first or last name starts with an E, look at this little beauty. So my middle name starts with an E. Then another thing I was thinking of, so my 3 auctions that sold the other day on eBay, they were from another rhinestone jewelry lot, but it was, for the most part, kind of nicer stuff. So it was really easy. It was just like, here's 9 pieces, 11 pieces, 13 pieces, but it was all coordinated. I don't know if I should continue doing that, or if I should lot up just earrings or just pins or just bracelets. Another thing you can leave in the comments, how do you, if you're selling stuff, how do you package stuff up? Just in a big jumble lot, like this is what's in stock this week, or do you maybe colors? Maybe, you know, I could do, this is kind of like the Alexandrite color, sort of. Like you could do an all purple lot and all pink lot. And so it wouldn't be just all rhinestones. Like it could be a mess of stuff that's purple. That might be kind of fun. But are people collecting stuff that way, or are they looking to buy stuff to resell that way? I don't know. So here's a nice chunky rhinestone heart on a silver chain, almost the color that's silver. It would lend you to believe that could possibly be sterling. But I have a jewelry loop. That's another thing on my list is the metal testing kits, you know, that comes with a stone and little bottles of acid. So you could see if this is sterling or gold or not. Lots of things on my list. Another pair of rhinestone earrings on little fish hooks. Excellent condition. Again, these wires look like they could be sterling. I don't know, it's just, you get a feel for what is sterling and not. And years ago, I took a couple of silversmithing classes. I used to belong to the Gem and Mineral Society of the Palm Beaches, and, you know, I had friends that cut their own gemstone cabochons, and I used to have a bead store for a while and would sell those in the stores. But then I'd use the cabs in my own piece. I did a lot of bead embroidery. It was really cool. So I took a lost wax casting class, and then I took 2 silversmithing classes. You know, when you use a bezel and you cut it and saw and set the stones, and I guess I never got my own setup. You need, what do we use in class? Acetylene? Yeah, I was just never comfortable having gas tanks at my house. And now I live in a 1-bedroom apartment, so that's not going to work. I also took lampwork glass making class, or a couple of those. That was oxygen and propane mixture to do the lampwork glass. This is fun. I think this is just acrylic, a little rhinestone, but it's a little butterfly, and that's really fun. I kind of like that. I don't know, that doesn't even, yeah, it has rhinestones. I guess I could put it in that lot. I don't know. See, this is where I don't know how to sell this stuff. When I was getting some smaller lots, you know, I was winning lots of just rings or just earrings, or it was easy to just lot them up or price them individually. But this is just like a mishmash. This is my first big mixed lot with a little bit of everything, and a little overwhelming. Man, I just had one of the auctions I just sold. It had a Trifari crown double strand necklace made out of beads similar to this, and a unmarked double strand bracelet that looked this similar. These would have been perfect, but I don't think anybody's matchy anymore. You know, it was what, my generation or my mom's generation. Your shoes, your purse, everything matches your outfit, and yeah, nobody does that now. Do the opposite of that. So that's fun. Gold tone, blue stone. Are all the rhinestones there? Yes. Unmarked. What's this clasp? Ooh. Cool. So, I don't know. I guess with the $15 I spent plus the $15 shipping or whatever, shipping handling, $30. Even though I'd say a lot of this is kind of doo-doo on all these multiples, I still have quite a few pieces, so I think I can at least make my money back, but it's kind of like a lot of work just to make your money back. That's just simple single little rhinestone on a silver chain. And then, so this experience with this box has me toying around more and more with more of the fine jewelry pieces, not gold and diamonds, but I'm going to have to do a separate video. I've got a few pieces, or a handful of pieces that are like sterling silver with semi-precious gemstones. And I think most of them are marked. Like I've got a few that are Mary Watson. I've got a Charles Albert. I've got a Heidi, is it Daus, D-A-U-S? I've got others on my list, Amy Conn Russell and a few others, but those are going for big bucks. The problem with that is it's like individual pieces, so it doesn't really make sense to buy those online in these individual auctions, because then you're paying all this shipping and handling. That's when I would have to start doing what I see some of the other YouTubers, going to the estate sales and the like flea markets, but it's hit or miss. There's no guarantee that there's even going to be jewelry for sale. But you're picking up the pieces in person, so there's no shipping and handling to pay. Because in my own experience, I'm getting some great deals, but then my shipping and handling is as much as I paid for the entire lot. Like I said, this is half hobby, half trying to start a side hustle. I do work full time during the day. I'm getting older. I'm going to be 60 years old this year. So I'm starting to think about, I'm going to retire at some point, but does anybody truly retire? I think everybody, just economy is so crazy. Cost of living is so crazy. I think you're going to need to have a decent side hustle, because who can live on Social Security? I mean, I look at what my potential Social Security is. It wouldn't even begin to cover my rent payment. I'm in South Florida. Rent prices are crazy. I would have to be getting 3, 4, 5 Social Security checks to continue. And I don't live extravagantly. I'm in a 1-bedroom, 1-bath, 700 square foot apartment. I have a 2015 Nissan Rogue that I paid off last year. Woohoo! But your rent and your insurance and your utilities and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. I'm going to be working until I'm 90. So this is just a little gunmetal rhinestone chain. I would even use this more to hang a pendant on this. Just by itself, it's kind of, it's okay. But I think it look cool with a little pendant on there. Blingy bling. Very inexpensive gold tone. I don't even know what that is. We'll see where we're going to put him. Little gold tone, kind of shell shaped with aquamarine crystals on a gold tone chain with extender. And I guess if I was selling this stuff, I'd be measuring it out for you, but I think I'm just gonna lot it up and put it on eBay in an auction. Ooh, look at these big studs. Kind of cranberry, reddish orange. Blingy bling. Yeah. And when I see people selling stuff on YouTube, it's like, are people buying individual pieces and paying shipping? Or are they buying multiples and then you can combine shipping? I don't know. That's why I just feel like I'm going to do the lot up stuff to sell on eBay. So you're paying just one shipping. I don't know what this is. It's like two little, like little girl. Maybe somebody had twins. But, oh, let's just say. Napier, I think. But what's, oh, soccer. Maybe they should be on in the middle. Yeah. That looks more like it should be in the middle. That's just kind of weird, isn't it? And one of the, I can't remember, Hudson something, the girl that does the really, like, fancy pants costume jewelry and the state stuff, like the really, really nice stuff. Ooh, these look kind of dull. I don't know. You know, the girl that does the nicer stuff that gets, she goes to American Thrift and has good luck finding jewelry there. I've only been, there is an American Thrift near me. It's actually in the same plaza where the Ollie's Bargain Basement is, so that sounds like a day trip sometime. I could do both. And because I know the one time I went in there with my friend, we were just looking for clothes and stuff. In the very front, there was a countertop, or one of those glass display cases that has some jewelry in it. Nowhere near as the amount that the girl I was watching on YouTube, her American Thrift had, but there was a few shells, and I guess I should start doing that and looking at that, just even though it's by the piece, because you're not paying shipping and handling. You might be able to find good deals, and I don't know, do they ever put jewelry on sale? Probably not. Today is Purple Tag, 50% off all jewelry. That probably is not happening. But I find when I go into the thrift stores, it gets a little overwhelming. It's not like you're online. You can take your time and look at stuff and look at the description. And yes, you're there live with the item, but when there's other people there, it just gets a little overwhelming, and I don't know. Don't know. Why do they put these little things on? This is like fishhook earring. Do you need this? This is like stuff you would put on a post, isn't it? That's kind of funny. Just little hematite drops. And not too much more stuff, just a few, handful. It was 42 minutes already. Man, am I just rambling? Oh, I had one of these. Oh, these are earrings. See, this I pulled out yesterday. It looks like a set, right? It's the little tassel-y necklace on a really long beaded cord, and these are like the matching earrings. Woo! But I guess nobody does matchy anymore. Well, this could be a set. See, like when I said doing the color sets, when I come through here, like I see this necklace, these earrings. Oh, where'd they go? These earrings. See what I'm saying? You kind of get a little theme going. Because I have seen that on, was it Goodwill.com or Shop Goodwill? One of the Goodwill stores, they lotted stuff up by the color. So they weren't doing these big, massive jumbles. They were doing maybe smaller lots of, 10 to 20 items, and they displayed them really nicely. They used the necklace displays, like the bracelet displays, the earring displays, and they would do this nice little coordinated set, like of all pinkies or all reds or all oranges. And to me, that's appealing because I'm a very visual person, and colors really speak to me when things are all jumbled together. Like, that's why I don't understand why some of these lots go for so much money. When it's all jumbled together, I just don't really, I can't see the forest through the trees. Yes, I went there. Cliche. Because I'm, an artsy person and make stuff myself. I've always been color oriented where I would plan out all these different projects, and unfortunately, I would plan out like 50 projects and maybe get 5 done. It's a whole nother story. Um, but yeah, I love playing with the different colors and textures. So to me, that makes sense to bundle stuff up by color. Or I've also seen by theme, like not just pins, but it'd be all like patriotic pins or all flower pins or all, I thought I saw a really cool lot, all like cat themed pins. So if you have enough of that to do that, I just think that's fun. I don't know if that makes it any more sellable. It just, for me, it helps me stay more focused. And why do they put tape around this? This is just like tape. Is everything going to pull off when I try to take that off? I have to look at that later. Oh, another favorite type of YouTube video that I like watching are the guys and gals that do the storage sheds. Like when the people stop paying rent and then they auction off the contents of the storage closets, and it can be all kinds of stuff like toys and comic books and clothes. But what are a couple of ones though? Wade's Ventures and Locker Nuts are a couple of my favorites. And they've come across lockers, which, like Locker Nuts, he found one lady that had all the really high class. It was mostly contemporary costume jewelry, but it was like all the Joan Rivers and I can't even think of all the names. And although a lot of it was, or most of it is considered costume jewelry, a lot of that stuff is sterling silver with semi-precious stones. And he made thousands and thousands of dollars. I mean, he just pulling out tray after tray after tray of jewelry, but he wasn't even expecting to find any jewelry in that lot. The thing I don't think I would ever do a storage lot, because you own the contents, good, bad, or otherwise. If it's trash, it's trash. You're responsible to have it cleaned out next number of days. But I'm just fascinated where oh, it's garbage, garbage, garbage. And hello, we found the whole thing of collectible baseball cards, or, in this instance, trays and trays of high quality costume jewelry. I'm waiting for that ship to come in. Here's fun little rhinestone necklace, silver tone, bunch of hearts. That's cute. What's this? Oh, musical notes. That's fun. Little musical notes. And how do you keep this organized? This is just one single 5.6 pound lot of mixed jewelry. And yeah, now that I've unbagged it all, I was like, okay, now what? It's a lot to process and keep organized. So maybe I should just go back to doing the smaller lots, or I need to start finding stuff that I can purchase locally. I was watching one girl doing I think she wanted a 35-pound mixed lot. She did 4 or more videos. I think she was processing that 5-6 pounds at a time. I was like, 35 pounds. Wow. Is that H? No. M? M. These are nice. Look like moonstone, peridot, and aquamarine, but I'm sure this is all just glass, because that does not look like sterling. When is that shiny silver? What is that? Is that rhodium plating? I don't know. Does that make it any better? Ooh, look. Articulated feather. That's fun. Kind of goes with my articulating turley. Keep saying there's only a few more. There's only a few more. Ugh. This is antique gold tone. Feels like, yeah, that doesn't think that's glass. I think that's acrylic. Ooh, these earrings. Yeah, acrylic? Yeah, I think those are acrylic. I was gonna say, at first those look cool, but they're just acrylic. Little gold tone earrings. Here's some little red studs. Put them over there. These are nice little leaf on the, they call it fish hook or French hook ear wires. More studs. Ooh, I forgot to bring a bottle of water. I'm getting parched here. Oh, these glass or acrylic? Those look very inexpensive. Let's see. Those kind of fun, but again, I think this is all acrylic. It's not glass. Gold tone, no maker's marks, bunch of blingy rhinestones. Looks to be in good shape, but oh, what are these big honkers? Earrings? Wow. These kind of heavy. I don't think I could ever wear these. Yeah. Well, I guess they're acrylic, but the metal's kind of thick. The gold tone metal's kind of thick, which gives them some weight. I think those would be, yeah, I don't think I could ever wear those as earrings. Those are way too heavy. Come on. Those are nice. Triple pinky corally. No, what is that? Like rose quartz colored crystals. Missing an ear thingy. So it's like I feel like I'm in some sort of time warp. Was it the Tribbles? Is that it? Star Trek? Oh wow, dating myself. Remember they just kept multiplying or started multiplying? Maybe it's like the Gremlins. Yeah, that'd be more contemporary. Even that is dating myself. Wow. That's just like some glass rondelles on silver tone chain. It could actually go. And that lot of stuff, it's all kind of same color tone, same kind of vibe. Oh, and see, like I could put those earrings in here. So I got a whole lot going on. A whole lot going on. What's this? Oh, this could even be added to that pile. Really long chain. I don't even think you would need to open the clasp. It's so long, I think it would fit right over your head, but it's just these random acrylic components. Kind of coordinates with that. Here's another pair that I could put in that same lot. It's like little dangly black beads and a kind of gunmetal colored wire. Yep. Call it the black gunmetal lot. I don't know. Oh, and see these kind of match those. Starting a whole nother lot with blues, maybe. These are nice and blingy. And navy blue rhinestones. What are these? Like little mint green, gold tone, half hoops. Is that a technical term? This silver tone, missing, or no? What the heck is that? Oh, that's some sort of enamel charm. I was gonna say, it looks like it's missing a rhinestone. I don't quite know what that is, so probably crafts. It's worth $1 million, and she put it into the craft lot. She didn't even know. Those are fun, kind of like the 50s atomic style. Kind of on the center are clear, and the ones on the edge are more. Are they clear or peridot? They kind of give me some color. I don't know. And here's some kind of opaly looking crystal. Little gold filigree. What is this, a bracelet? Yeah, a bracelet with an extender, rhinestone, little rhinestone heart. Ooh, is this the last thing? This might be the last one. All right. This is a necklace. It's got a mark. It is a Betsy Johnson. I was going to say, this is giving me Betsy Johnson vibes because I was looking at a whole bunch of Betsy Johnson stuff at shopgoodwill.com. I think I've got a couple of bids on a few of her earrings. I was like, this totally looks like Betsy Johnson. Well, this one's probably a keeper for me for now. It's a little more crazy colorful than what I would normally wear, but I love Betsy Johnson. I always see her every so often. And what's that TV show with the clothing designers? She pops up on an episode every so often. You know, she beats to the sound of her own drum, and I admire that. So that's fun. So for my last piece, a Betsy Johnson. But the majority of this stuff, like 99%, was unsigned, unmarked. Or it was these two kind of whatever necklaces. Okay, well, thank you for watching. I'm going to try to wrap this up and go get something to eat because I can tell I'm just starting to sound like I'm just babbling about nothingness. So look in the comment section or the description section underneath the video, and I'll have links to, like I said, my eBay, my Poshmark, etc., etc. But some of this stuff is probably going to show up on my eBay store, lotted up. Unless you're really interested in something, and you can send me an email, and like I said, we could work out a deal, and it'd be much less than what I would list it on eBay because I don't have to worry about selling fees, and you know, it does take time to list individual stuff up on eBay. You got to take pictures, write the description, blah, blah, blah. Anyhow, this is Lynn Smythe from the Creative Cottage. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned. Make sure you subscribe to my channel so you'll receive notices whenever I upload a new video. Take care and enjoy your day.